Hello and welcome to the third installment of the G podcast. This is your host, Camouflage.
I'm Monsieur Herr. These guys are Sao, Sunky, and Viggar.
Hello,
Hello.
I'm
Good
I'm the
day.
incredibly quiet man.
And we're here to talk to you guys about Gmod and related subjects.
I don't know what else we would be talking about.
I don't know what else anyone would even want to hear about, so let's get to it.
Okay. Please ask us the questions so I can answer them.
Alright, so question to everyone. Let's go in alphabetical order. That's easy. We've already introduced our names, but let's just talk about how your channel is going right now.
Hi, I'm Monsieur Herr, as I said before, and I think I'm doing all right. I'm not doing the best, but I'm not doing horrible either. I'm in the middle. I'm gaining a small following, which is cool, I guess, but it's not my first priority. I'll just do whatever I want.
It's a good mindset to have. As I've said before, I'm Camouflage. My channel was kind of flatlined for a while, but this collab I'm hosting has given me a little spark and boost, and that's good, but I really should be building my channel with animations, and I'm working on it. It's just difficult for me with my time constraints.
So,
Yeah, okay. Well, hello, my name is Sal, or Sal Studios. My channel is, well, it recently grew up. I have like 400 subs. I'm not doing well when it comes to Gmod. I do well when it's SFM, especially with the JoJo stuff. But as for Gmod, I'm kind of getting views there and there, but not that much. But it's all good. It's all good.
Well, I guess for me, I'm the person who's called Sonic DI Pootis, but if the name sounds complicated, you could just call me Sunky or Pootis like everyone else does. As for my channel, it's kind of hard to say considering I don't really upload often onto the channel. I have nearly 2,000 subscribers, but I don't really upload that one since I only just do the videos for fun. Not sure when I'll upload the next video, but it just depends if I feel like making it. That's kind of about it for me.
I'm Viggar, and I do animations sometimes, and I lose motivation very quickly. So that's always a good thing to have. And I don't think I'm doing very well. I haven't uploaded in like 2 months with animations, so I should probably get my shit back up and start doing something.
So it seems like a commonality most of us have is that we just don't make stuff. So
we really shouldn't make stuff. We can't call ourselves Gmodders. We don't make Gmod.
yeah,
Well, in my
he's got a
case-
point. To the name
Well,
itself.
in my case, nope.
That point
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah, well, in my case, no matter how many Gmod videos I make, it's usually the SFM videos that get views for some reason.
And I guess that's fine. You can stick to that if that's your strength.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing Gmod videos until I get some sort of attention, or yeah,
You'll get there.
yeah. I guess
We'll all get there.
we all get
Eventually.
there. All right.
Alright, next
Next
question. Let's go in the same order. Who do you think is the most underrated Gmodder?
Didn't you just skip the question?
I did. Doesn't matter. Let's go.
If you asked me a year ago, I would have said Silver Mace, but now he has like 7,000 subs, I believe. He blew up like an explosion, like a block of TNT.
Well, doesn't he only do SFM now?
Yeah, so he doesn't count. But now I would say that Blue Bite needs more subs.
Yes. Also known as Bid, he definitely needs more subs.
He needs more subs.
And that was actually one of the people I was going to mention. It's something that we've almost turned into a meme, but Bid really needs more subs.
Almost.
The work he
More
does
of an
is
in-joke.
like really high quality, and he only has a few hundred subs, so that's kind of sad. I guess kind of similar is pre-Spunky. He's a relatively
yeah.
new Gmodder, less than a year, I think, but he has a few really high quality and actually quite lengthy videos. And what he does differently than most Gmodders is his videos have a cinematic feel to them. Like the pacing, the camera angles, the character development, that kind of stuff. It just feels like he has this understanding of how videos and movies work that most of us don't. And it's really great to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's as for me, I'd say yeah, just like what the other guys said. But I'll contribute with one more. Uh, there's this guy. I don't remember the full name. I think it's a redundant sofa.
Yes.
Yeah, redundant
I've
sofa.
heard of him, and I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. He doesn't like the animations he does. Like they have like this complex animation that is so smooth, and at the same time he has some great humor. So yeah, I kind of want to see him get more and more attention because his stuff is great, really great. Right.
It's kind of hard for me to say what I personally find to be the most underrated because I haven't really seen that many Gmod videos as of late. I guess for most underrated, I'll probably say Her, I guess.
You're making me blush.
That's practically the best thing I can come up with because most of the videos I've seen are just crappy videos related to Splatoon.
Yeah, well, I assure you that I will not make any Splatoon videos unless I really want some money.
That will happen in the foreseen future.
Herr is
Really?
such a sellout.
God damn that hair! I hate him so much.
I sure do.
I hope he dies.
Next year, Herr will only make Splatoon videos. He'll have a Splatoon Sona, just like every Splatoon thing.
Yes.
Yes.
It's either Splatoon or Mario.
That will happen once I become a sellout. A full sellout.
Okay, full
Yeah.
sellout. That's the keyword because you've been a sellout for quite a while now.
Yes,
He's
that
getting
is.
there.
That
Yeah,
statement
yeah.
is
He's
true.
getting there.
I'm working my way up the sellout ladder. Eventually, I will make my way up to hack fraud like Cammy. I aspire
wish.
to be where Cammy is at the moment.
You've got a long road ahead of you.
So yes, the moral of the story is camouflage is a hack fraud.
And Herr is worse.
I wouldn't say that. I'm pretty sure you're worse. Also,
All right.
Viggar,
Viggar.
what is the answer to this question?
No, I'm not sure if you know him. I think his name is Monsieur Herr.
I've never heard of him.
He sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Expected.
He sounds like a real idiot.
I have more subs.
That's the first time I've ever heard of him. Who is this guy?
It's very obscure.
Yeah, and what's with that weird name? Monsieur Herr.
Monsieur. It's a
Hair.
name only a mother could love.
What's up with the hair? Like, you really into hair or something?
I don't know. I'm sure he's very handsome though.
Yeah. I guess. All right.
Yeah, I do agree with all those selections. I can't believe I didn't even think of a redundant sofa, but yeah, he only has like 60 subs, I think. Very underrated.
42.
Wait, 60.
42.
Subs?
Oh,
I just
42.
checked.
Wow.
Okay, everybody, shout out to Redundant Sofa. Please give him
Please
more.
go and subscribe to Redundant Sofa.
Yeah, because he's
I am not He now has
need-
43. I just subscribed to him. I wasn't subscribed before, but now I am.
yeah, he's making good videos. He just needs exposure.
Yeah.
It's
Redundant
kinda hard to get out
Sofa needs more subs. Go get him, boy.
He also needs to join this Discord.
That is a true statement,
Yeah.
yes.
Of course. All right, I guess we could do the next question.
What is the next question?
Next question,
The
which was
question-
supposed to be the previous question, but I am not good at reading.
The one
How
that
do you
was-
come up with ideas for your animations?
I usually look to TV shows and movies that I watch or video games that I play. That's usually where I get most of the ideas. that I get.
As for me, what I do is I try to create an idea out of just a simple concept. Like with the best idea for a video I've had was a video called Chop Chop Pyro, which came from an idea that was just a simple, Tom and Jerry kind of thing, or Looney Tunes, where one character is trying to do something, the other character is doing everything he can to prevent the character to do that thing, and that's the whole video. But
That is indeed the whole video.
yes, and I can't really come up with ideas usually, so I've found what works for me is I have to be, half asleep, and I just have to kind of picture Team Fortress 2 characters interacting in my head and just let it play out, and eventually a video idea comes out. It's always total nonsense because I'm half asleep, but then when I'm actually awake,
Why
I
have
can
a
flesh
sleep?
it out and make it
Why did
normal
you-
and actually good.
Yeah, why you get ideas from being half asleep?
I
don't know.
just, when I'm half asleep, I get this kind of creativity and energy I don't usually have.
Dude, are you
Oh.
judging him?
No,
Rich
no, I'm
coming
not.
from me, but are you judging him?
Oh no, of course, no, of course not. I don't know. No.
This is
About
coming
that.
from the guy who
I
says he's a
am
hack
judging
fraud.
him.
Alright,
Okay.
back to you,
All right,
Sal.
yeah.
Please
I
answer
guess
the
it's
question.
fine. Yeah, I guess I answered this in the failed podcast, but I get my ideas out of random moments, like whenever I'm walking or just on the car. I suddenly get an idea out of my head. I go to the computer and start building up that idea out of nowhere, or get it from other Gmod videos. But most of the time, I get my ideas out of nowhere because I'm bored. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Well, I guess for me, I just look around stuff I see in URL, like maybe a game I'm playing, some videos I'm watching, or even an animated series I'm watching on the Wii U gamepad. And then I just from out what I think could be, what I think could be fun to do, what could be entertaining. Then I just write it down onto Notepad and then just form the ideas from there.
All right, Viggar, could you?
With my stuff, it's mostly just improvised. I never get ideas from anything. Just like think about something that happened in the past, like when I was a kid, Vietnam, other things. Nothing personal, of course.
Alright, I guess now
Well,
we can move on to
the
our
review.
video review portion of this podcast, where we're going to review two very good Gmod videos. The first one is the time travel video by our very own resident underrated Gmodder, Monsieur, Herr.
You're making me blush.
Oh,
I hope
that's
you don't mind
unfortunate.
if
Again,
I hope you don't mind if I go last, because I think I have some things that I'd like to point out about it.
That's fair enough. I was also thinking we could do more of a free discussion rather than a turn-based approach on this. So I guess I'll start
Yeah, let's-
with my thoughts.
What are your thoughts on my video?
Well, one thing I really enjoy most is you don't just do the basic animations, like at the beginning he grabs a controller and he plays a game. And you don't just have him, reach over, pick it up, start. You have him toss it up in the air where it flips and then he catches it, and it looks awesome, and just that little extra embellishment adds so much to your video.
But the bit is also pointless.
Yeah, and that's why it's nice, because you didn't have to do it, but you did it.
I suppose so.
Can I contribute a bit?
Yeah,
Alright,
sure, this is
what
kind
would
of
you
a
like
to-
free-form discussion.
Yeah, since Camouflage already talked about one part of the video, I'll talk about another part. I'll say that I loved the video, especially the parts where like you go and time travel and all. Especially like, I love how you at the second time you try to time travel, you do it. You just take the time machine and just flip it around without even doing much animation. And this
Oh, yeah.
really and it
That was
really is
probably my
funny.
favorite moment of the video.
And it really is funny. I also like how in most of the videos you have like some weird story arc where every time you get it, every time you walk around, some clone, you'll meet some clone, or that clone goes and kills you. It really is great.
Hmm.
I think if that was one thing I really liked about the video is that when Her traveled through time to the past, the video actually goes back to 4:3 instead of staying in widescreen, which I thought was a pretty cool detail and really added to the whole "you're traveling through time" thing the video was going for.
That was really the gimmick of the video. That was the
Yeah,
thing the video was driving on. That was the idea that I had. But I didn't do it too well, I think. I just stretched the video down to 4:3 when I
Yeah,
could have just put black bars on it. That was my biggest problem.
yeah, and that was one of my biggest complaints on the video, because you can tell, but at the same rate, it's supposed to look old and not polished, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, I also
Yeah.
forgot to disable my vignette filter, which is something I should have done, obviously. Because the idea
what do
was,
you-
oh, the guy goes back to 2009, but it's not very convincing.
yeah.
Well, it is once you get to
well,
the Dust Bowl capture point area, because you have the characters
Yeah.
that are clearly animated as if it were, like 2009 or so.
2000
Yeah, complete
Yeah.
with the medic beam suddenly freezing me while Heavy's talking.
especially especially the TF2 humor, where it's just the mercs fighting each other or something. It's always it was always about that, about the things that happened in TF2, in TF2, like control point or whatever. So yeah, the whole time travel thing, it actually did pretty well, especially the old animation thing. I don't know how painful was that to actually animate.
And
But
it didn't take very long, I'll tell you that.
yeah, I don't mean by long. I mean the actual.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Was it painful?
Not really. It was very easy, but after that, it animating normally didn't feel natural for a while. It was weird. It was just this weird feeling that I got.
Of course. All right, Viggar.
I thought it was a really clever idea. The way the format changed later in the video, and some random spy named I forgot, but it
David
was
Bowie.
kind of
David Bowie, right?
yeah.
David Bowie showed up.
It's like, oh, okay, now he's here. Oh, he can help him, and yeah, it's funny. It's like it reminded me a lot of the good old times of Gmod. Like, yes, this is great. It's like
Well, it's not.
not like
No, go ahead.
it's like a you could say, yeah, I don't know.
So what you're saying is you like David Bowie.
Yes,
That is understandable.
Everybody likes David Bowie.
Even if you haven't heard of David Bowie, you like David Bowie.
That is the law of the universe.
Very much so. And now for my thoughts on the video. I think it's good. It's not my best video, I don't think. My favorite video of mine is Nature Wildlife documentary, but I guess it changes with every new video I make.
Yeah.
But it's definitely the most original one, I think. This video was an idea I had for a very long time. I don't think I fully fleshed it out, but I think it's good enough. I'm satisfied with the video. There are very few things I would change about it. Obviously, the putting actual real black bars instead of just shrinking it, just stretching it down. But other than that, I'm very satisfied with how it turned out.
And I guess one extra thing I want to throw in, I think you're the only person I've ever seen actually animate Spy's coat. So props to you for that.
Yeah, I don't know why people don't do it more often. It's very, very easy to do.
I actually don't notice that Spy even have a coat. I
Well,
just
he's
animate him
always
normally.
wearing it.
Yeah, but I didn't notice. Well, it's not like with the medic. Like in the video, the booger video, I had a lot of trouble with the medic. I swear to God, the coat just makes me want to kill myself every time I try to use it. But at the same time, it really can be a good thing. It can make some pretty good effects, but at the same time, it's pretty painful to use.
It's also fortunate that there's the casual medic model that doesn't have a coat to deal with.
But at the same time, you will never be able to do a crazy scientist medic without a coat. So I guess that's the bonus of the coat. But you have to bear with the horrors of animating the coat.
Which I'm fine with.
Um,
I obviously have experience in animating coats.
He's the coat expert.
I always
Coat
have to animate the coats.
Monsieur Herr, coat extraordinaire.
Also, he
He's
makes Gmod videos
he's
or something
probably
like
Her's
No.
probably wearing a coat right now.
No, I am not wearing a coat, but I have some.
that. Oh,
Go wear it now.
I own at least 2 coats, but I don't wear them often.
do go on.
Do I go on?
No, like, explain. I want to know more.
Yes. Yes,
That's
I
the
put
best.
together a Max Payne cosplay. A thrift shop Max Payne cosplay some time ago. That's where I got one of my coats from. And I'm not
Whoa.
wearing it now because it's summer and it's California and it's like 100 degrees out. I already
ever been
learned
here?
my lesson with that. That is something I will not do again.
Okay.
But yes, I think coats are fine and dandy, and that's why I like to animate them.
Of
Yeah,
course.
I'm also a big fan of coats. I have like 5 different coats, all representing my university, but I don't get to wear them ever because I live in Texas and it never gets cold here.
Well, I live in the desert too, so I think I can share the same feelings, except I don't even have a coat. I'm a disappointment.
Ah, poor guy.
Poor you. You gotta move to the States.
And meanwhile,
Fair.
everyone's boiling
See.
hot. I'm busy dealing with rain every day because Britain logic.
I hope I have rain, because even at night, even at night, I return home all in sweat. So
You live
yeah,
in
I do hope.
Saudi Arabia,
So yeah,
don't you?
yeah, it's fucking hot. It's really hot. It's really hot.
I feel bad. Everyone
Well,
I had a friend. I have a friend who lived in Saudi Arabia for like a few years, 7 years, I think, and he remembers it. It's just a huge shithole. That's all I know about Saudi. So I'm
Well,
sorry.
well,
And I
it's
guess
all opinion.
unless you're really rich, unless
Not
you're
exactly.
wealthy.
If he
Well,
was
not
rich, he would have coats.
Yes.
Yeah, I
the
think
Middle
so.
East is just fucked at the moment.
Okay, let's just go on. Let's not get
Right.
too off topic.
Alright, so we do have another video to discuss. It is MisterMistero's The Adventures of Pootis-Man Episode 5. And
Yeah, I didn't make this.
The legendary video.
yeah, and I'll try not to fangirl too hard over this, but in my opinion, this is still by far the best Gmod video that anyone has ever made, and possibly will ever make.
Oh, it is
Uh,
very good.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen the others in this Pootis-MAN series, but I will admit, I really like how he did the stop motion here. It looks really good, almost if I'm watching a Wallace and Gromit show or something.
Yeah, so something about that, so 2/3 in the video or so, once it gets to about the final showdown part of it, that's whenever stop motion helper version 2 came out, and he switched over to that, and you can really tell the change in style. Before that,
Did he
I'm not
use-
sure if he was doing actual stop motion or if he was using
wasn't he
SMH version 1, but with a more, stop motion kind of look to it.
Yeah, but wasn't he using hat not SMH. Maybe he used like a mix of SMH and hat.
All I know is for sure that last third or so of the video was stop motion helper too.
How did you know? Like he said it or something?
Yeah, because I talked to him about it once, but that was a long time ago.
Oh. All right. I guess I should do like this small review too. Yeah. I personally love the video. I especially like the fight scenes. Well, they're like the best fight scenes I've seen of a Gmod video. Maybe even better than the SFM videos because the fight scenes are well done, especially the song collection. Though the song collection can be a bit, on the red line with YouTube and all. But I really love Monsieur Herr's. Monsieur, sorry. Why do I get mixed? Why do I get mixed with the names? Sorry.
Basically the same name.
Yeah, most of our
Alright,
hair
right.
is just a Mr.
Alright.
ripoff.
All right,
Dude,
I'll just.
total
I'll just call him O.
hack fraud.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to call him MisterMisteroO. I'm just gonna call him O to simplify things and not complicate things. I really love his song collection, and I love the fight scenes, and I love the way he does the plot and all, and while keeping the humor.
Yeah, there's scenes where it almost feels
Yeah.
like the music was written for the video, not the other way around. Especially once
Yeah,
the final
exactly.
fight began with Black Sabbath's "Children of the Grave," it fits perfectly.
Especially the end, especially like the end where the soldier just walks around before the whole place explodes.
Yes, that too.
The song, yeah, yes, the way he poses the camera and makes the soldier move around is really great. Like especially the song placement too. It's probably my favorite scene.
Yeah, speaking
Maybe
of the music, I really respect how MisterMisteroO uses actual songs in his videos, not just this one. I really respect that because I'm too much of a coward to use real music most of the time.
Yeah, it's one of his greatest strengths, but also a weakness because it was a re-upload that we had to watch, and several of his other videos have been taken down in the past. But it's absolutely worth it.
I
Yeah,
especially
especially-
like the video that has David Bowie in it.
Of course. And speaking of
Well-
music selection, I've watched this video many times, but each time I pick up something new. What I picked up this time is there's a scene where there's a radio in the background, and if you listen very carefully, you will be rickrolled.
Oh my
Rick
God.
Roll?
Wait,
I
what?
never noticed that.
Yeah, it's
I think that I should probably keep an eye out for that next time I watch this video, or probably the
Yeah.
other episodes in the series.
yeah, it's around
Yeah.
when Scout first discovers all the bombs.
Yeah, speaking of Easter eggs, did any of you notice in the intro that he actually hints at the soldiers, the blue soldiers? You see them disappearing and you're just looking at the place.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
done
but
really
there's
well
one-
because on a
Yeah,
first watch you
it's-
might not pick
I
up
think I
on it
noticed
until it's
it.
obvious.
Yeah, it's something called setup.
Yeah, he does
Yeah,
it
but
very
there's
well.
there's one thing I never understood in the whole plot. Why did the blue soldier commander do all this? Just for fun? Because if that's how that was done, then it's perfect.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
soldiers are basically just guys playing with toys. That's the big revelation at the end.
Yeah, so basically they're very annoying and love to play around with people,
Pretty much,
I
yeah.
guess.
Classic bad guy tradition.
What I like about the video is that there's a setup and then there's a payoff. Like the
Yeah,
soldiers at
yeah.
the beginning, they're all taking people. It's set up and it's paid off. And the scout with the bombs, it's set up and it's paid off. It's set up throughout the video that something's gonna explode. And it does. Oh my God! It explodes at the end, and that's the end of the video. It's great.
I guess he found out about Chekhov's gun, which is a great technique when it comes to storyboard thing. Which basically says like this: if there's a gun on the wall, in 3 chapters, it has to go off.
Yeah, Chekhov's gun.
All right, so do we go on or?
I have a
something?
few
I
more
think-
things to say, but I wanted to hear from Sunky and Viggar on this.
Viggar's not gonna talk. He's only talked like 3 times this whole podcast.
Yeah.
That
I-
makes
No, go
4.
on. No, go on.
Yeah, I like there's a whole setup for the whole thing where the soldiers go ahead and like capture all the random innocents. Like it's a very nice detail, and I can't do anything but respect that. It's really nice.
Well, I guess we can go to the next question.
Well, we're pretty
Yeah,
close to time, so I guess I just wanted to throw one
controversy.
more thing about the video. One thing I like, and this is kind of like what I was talking about with Herr's animation, but he does things that aren't, required. They're extra. Like the Oktoberfest scene, there's all these characters in the background that they're moving around, they're doing stuff, and it's great.
Yeah,
and then closer to the
you
end,
know
when
how
there's
much
soldiers all over the
cameos.
place, they're
That's
they're all moving around. There's one dude that's like cooking the whole time. There's stuff like that. And it just
Yeah.
it makes everything feel alive and real, and it puts you in the scene.
Yeah.
I think I remember at one point when the soldiers like attack. One of the soldiers that came out of the wall was one holding a frying pan.
Yeah.
I found that pretty funny when I saw it. I found it pretty soft. I found it pretty funny when I saw it.
Yeah, that's attention to detail. It's something
Yeah.
that everyone
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, I should do that a lot instead of just not putting much effort, just focusing on the things happening around. I should like do stuff that happens in the background too. Okay, how about we actually answer what makes a good collab subject? That seems
I
to be
believe good collab subjects encourage creativity. You don't want a collab that's just, oh, do this and do this with this character with these characters, and you can't do anything else with it. Like the Mario Calamity collabs, all those ones, they don't encourage creativity.
yeah. I
Yeah,
guess I can understand that.
you pretty much ate the words out of my mouth here. As somebody who reports these collabs on a monthly basis on the House of Gmodders, I've noticed that some collabs lately have just done formulas that just played safe instead of having someone that was flexible and allowed creativity. I mean, the Mario Castle collabs are kind of a good example of this. The original one, I thought was alright. It was a pretty decent tribute to the original Flash animations, but then it kept going and going, and then Sonic the Hedgehog got involved for some reason with a castle and animal capsule collabs. It's like, stop with the calamities. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could do something else with Mario. And now there's one for Power Star. Like, why a star? It's not even the castle.
Yeah, I'll contribute to this too. Yeah, all of what you said is right, but I could say what makes a good collab subject, as Herr said, is to make the collab more creative. To have a subject that, while it sounds like one normal subject, that while it has limits, it also allows for creativity. Instead of just focusing on specific stuff, so that every entry somehow becomes bland and the same. Also,
Basically what I said.
yeah, but let me add one thing. For the love of God, none of you should ever make something like Kick the Someone collab or a birthday collab. They make no sense. They're selfish and they're annoying. They're boring to watch and they're annoying to watch. And they're not encouraging creativity. It's encouraging witch hunting or encouraging selfishness. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's kind of said what I was going to say. Just overall, you want a subject that encourages freedom and isn't too restrictive, but does kind of give it some guidelines so there's a little bit of continuity throughout.
Yeah, since limits do somehow have people do more creativity than everything being more free. there needs to be limits if you want to be more creative. But not too many limits.
Yeah, if you have too many limits, you could practically fall the collab apart.
Well, limits are basically one of the guide rules when it comes to creativity. All right, why is everything suddenly quiet?
Viggar, do you have anything to add?
Maybe just make a theme. Don't make it a target to like, you can only use this guy and he should only be doing this, and you can't use anyone else unless there's like other characters. They should have creative freedom, and yeah, they should do whatever they want, but hold the theme of the video.
And also no collab sequels unless it's needed. Because that is what happened to the cooking collab and the calamity collab. All right, I guess that's it, right?
Yes, that wraps up our third podcast. This has been Camouflage.
I'm Monsieur Herr. I don't know who that is.
I am Sal, and I hope you actually check out my channel for once.
I'm someone named Pootis who uploads stuff occasionally on both our regular channel and a group channel about playing video games, despite the channel not being able about not playing video games.
I'm Viggar, and I'm Danish. Hi.
All right. And remember, kids, camouflage is the hack fraud.
No, that's Hair.